Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and it is good to be back in the saddle again. So here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity just to kind of let you guys know what is going on with the channel. Just so you know, like, hi, I am still alive. I'm still here and all of those things, so, you know, don't worry about that. The thing is, I'm in a very, if you guys are new to the channel, I'm in a very intense, sort of accelerated nursing program. So getting one video out a day is definitely going to prove to be challenging. And obviously, if you guys are unfamiliar with programs like this, you usually have to get Bs or higher or you're out. So the stakes are high. I'm just kind of doing what I can here in terms of Dokkan content. It doesn't mean I don't love you guys, doesn't mean I don't want to make content, and hopefully you guys stick around for the ride because I plan on doing this for a long time. I mean, as long as Dokkan's around, I plan on making videos on it. So that is the deal with that. It's busy times, essentially, is what's going on, so figured I would let you know and just use this opportunity to let you know. And then I'm sorry. It's not going to be an everyday thing. It's probably going to be more like an every day or two type of thing. So maybe every other day is going to be my goal to try to get videos out to you guys. Now, if something really hype drops, I'll obviously do content on that. But in terms of like the everyday sort of content, it's going to be lacking, and I don't want to be dishonest with you guys. It's how it's going to have to be for a little while. But it's okay. Like I said, hopefully you guys decide to stick around. There are a lot of other good content creators out there, but I like to think I bring a nice uniqueness, something fresh to the table. But anyway, I also wanted to use this opportunity to kind of tell you guys or give my 2 cents on what I think of this current celebration. And to be honest with you, I don't think much of it at all. And a lot of that has to do with my summons. I don't want to say I'm like super duper deep into the banners, but I went a little deeper than I kind of intended to. It's just kind of the way it goes. It's kind of the way it goes, right? So I haven't pulled either of the new Dokkan Fest LRs, and I think that oftentimes when you're talking about the success or failure in your eyes of a celebration, I would say almost always it's going to boil down to your summons first. I think that that's like pretty much how it goes, right? Did you pull the new unit? And if you did, you're probably having a good time on the celebration. If you didn't, like me, you're probably having a very average to below average time on the celebration. So if we kind of look at the celebration as a whole, there's not been a ton to do, and specifically there hasn't been literally nothing to do for like 4 days or more. We got top grossing stones. That was really cool. And actually today, the time of the recording, they actually updated our top grossing. We got an additional 7 stones. It looks like they had missed an app store. So that was cool. We'll obviously take that on the global side. Very nice. Obviously not getting any link levels here. All these guys are very high link levels. So the link leveling here are just, again, going to be definitely few and far between. But if we look at it as a whole, so the first thing we got those 2 story events, right? Now, that was, we got the 1 story event. My mistake. We got the 1 story event that is currently incomplete. We were able to farm up a free-to-play base Goku, who is presumably going to Dokkan Awaken into a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then we're going to get, and I think that is going to be part of the new partner super attack mechanic that has sort of been teased here and there. And I believe if you have another Hercule on the team with that Goku, then they're going to perform a special super attack. I will be curious to see. Hopefully they put a ton of emphasis on that in part 2 of the celebration, because it literally hasn't been touched on at all. Like, they haven't even mentioned it in the news or anything. So hopefully they do a lot with that, and hopefully it's more than just the 1 unit. I guess I can't be too upset if it is only 1. At the time when they introduced the exchange mechanic, it was only 2 units, right? So like, but even if I think they did 1 more, I think that would be cool. And then the Hercule unit is going to Dokkan Awaken into a Hercule / Boo. I think Mr. Boo, I think, is probably... Is it going to be Mr. Boo or Majin Buu Good? Probably Majin Buu Good. And it's going to be an exchange unit. So it's going to be a slash unit, right? So that's going to be really cool. That'll be just an interesting card, right? And definitely a differently named card. But that being said, we haven't got any of that yet. All we've gotten was the story event, and it's just kind of like, what are you waiting for here, man? Like, why are you trying to stretch this shit out so much? I mean, I do understand stretching it out a little bit, but yo, dude, after the banners have dropped, what have we got? We got Ultimate Clash, which is fun. I do love the Dokkan Virtual Ultimate Clash. Also, they released Boss Rush, right? But that's been it, dude. What else have they done? They haven't released anything else. And then you can't count link leveling. So right now, this is not... You can't count this as content, right? This is stuff that you can just always do, right? Like leveling links up. This is just something that you'll always be able to do moving forward for the eternity of the game, right? Unless they change it again, which I wouldn't anticipate, but the point is like, this is always going to be around for every single celebration. So I don't really see, you can't really call this content, right? So yes, I can link level, but that's it. Or essentially what we're doing now is grinding ranks, because I didn't get one single link to level up on that run. So essentially we're grinding rank, and we're grinding incredible gems. I've already bought everything. Basically, I've bought everything from the Baba Shop. I think I still have to buy like Chaozu from the Baba Shop, but I'm not real interested in doing that currently. I will eventually, when it happens, it happens. I'm not going to freak out about it. But other than that, dude, okay, so we got the Saiyan, the Gluttonous Saiyans event, which is once a day, which is fine. I mean, it's a way to farm the meat items, right? Also needs to be noted that if you miss one single day, then you're going to miss out on a large meat item. So that's kind of a bummer, right? Missing out on large meat is not something, I would typically recommend. So hopefully you were able to get to it on the very first day. I think it was only open for just a few short hours before game reset, so that was kind of annoying. So we have the Gluttonous Saiyans event. The one thing that I really feel like they're missing from a lot of these big-time celebrations are traditional EZAs. Like, dude, what are you doing? Release an EZA. Unless Part 2 is absolutely, like, and utterly fire, like, absolutely just fire, there's a million things to do. Like Part 1 of the Anniversary, for instance, I thought that was a really good... I thought Part 1 of the Annie was really good. And then Part 2 and 3 sucked. I mean, straight up. Like, you couldn't even... They definitely didn't need to be broken down into three separate parts. That Anniversary could have easily just been one part. I mean, honestly, there wasn't enough content to really qualify, in my opinion. But, again, just my opinion. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it in the comments below. But other than the banners, dude, it's one thing I'm kind of getting sick of when it comes to Dokkan here, is it's just like, dude, when are you guys going to understand that, like, yes, are banners important to a gacha game? I mean, obviously, dude, like, they want you to summon on these banners. That's the whole game, right? That's what they want you to do. But, like, dude, not everyone is going to, mortgage their house to get these units. Like, it's not going to happen. So, like, you've got these 3+1 banners with, the free multi, obviously, and all of that stuff, and that's great. But when you don't pull the units, like me, I'm just left with a very hollow feeling on the inside. You know what I mean? Like, there's literally nothing to be done. And this is supposed to be the second biggest, or possibly some people consider this the biggest celebration of the year. You could argue the Anniversary is, but keep in mind the Anniversaries are on their own respective versions, right? So JP only gets JP's Anniversary, Global only gets Global's. So, like, between this, the Anniversary, and Tanabata, those are probably the three biggest, right? And then you got, like, some sort of bigger tier ones, like New Year's, Christmas, that time of year, and then, of course, Saiyan Day is usually pretty hype as well. Other than that, the rest is kind of just filled in with filler celebrations, right? So those are kind of the top 5, in my opinion. So, but this, some people would consider this the biggest celebration of the year, celebrated by both versions at the same exact time. It's really this time, and then Saiyan Day is really the only time that happens. So, I mean, to say I'm disappointed with the celebration would be an understatement. I'd be selling it too much, because this has been an absolutely bad celebration. I can't even, and like, I have this tendency to be cynical, and I can't help it, but I look at things for what they are. And there's no way I can possibly sugarcoat this. Like I said, I think I will go ahead and I'm going to reserve all judgment until the very end of the celebration. But so far, yo, dude, this is bad. Now, yeah, they gave us the Memorial Dragonstones, and then there was that whole controversy as well, right? You know, was it too much? Was it too expensive? Doesn't really matter if it was too expensive. If it was too expensive for you to use 150 of your Memorial Dragonstones, odds are you needed to be summoning anyway on the banner. That's just going to provide you the best value just in general. So if you only got 150, or maybe you got just under, let's say you got 149, and you only got that many Memorial Dragonstones, you have no business buying one single unit. Now, yeah, I mean, I get it, like, don't tell me how to use my Memorial Dragonstones, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's fine, but also, like, the value is just much, much higher if you summon. You know, you had a chance to pull Fizz Piccolo, you had a chance to pull Namek Goku. You have a chance to pull all these monotype leaders that are confirmed getting their EZAs and are going to be some of the best units in the entire game. So, like, you have a chance to do all those things when you summon. So, like, you know, unless you literally had every single thing rainbowed, or you have, like, most of the things rainbowed, or with 3 dupes, or, you know, whatever, you guys get it. Unless you have all of these units with multiple dupes, I don't think you had any business buying. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got 1 link level. But I just don't think you had any business buying a copy of a single unit. In my humblest of opinions, let me know how you guys felt about it. But I don't know, man. The point is like, I know I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here in a minute. Let's go ahead and finish out the round. But I'm extremely disappointed so far. I'm really tired of Bandai and Akatsuki making the entire celebration revolve around the banners. They've really fallen into this bad habit of doing so. And I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest with you. Like, there's literally nothing to do on this game. There's nothing to do, except for what I'm doing now, grinding link levels. We all probably grinded up those free-to-play units within the first couple of days. I imagine all of you have just been grinding link levels. That's all you've been doing, right? Unless you've got another gacha game. Like, I've been definitely playing a lot more Legends than I have in the past, just because there's nothing to do on this game. So, and then not to mention, when you get into the end stages of, like, grinding link levels like this, where none of these units are going to have a real good chance of leveling up, it does get, you know, quite tedious. I can only do this for so long. And not to mention, like I said, I'm in a pretty intense, you know, educational program. So I'm not going to be spending a ton of time link leveling. Anyway, I did just want to drop this quick video for you guys and just let you know that, and ask you guys how you feel. I hope I'm not on an island here. Let me know if I am, but I just feel like this has been an extremely disappointing celebration so far. I think that it has room to improve because it couldn't get any worse. In terms of, like, just a big celebration, guys, this is not it. Like, this is not it. They should have done more. I think they easily could have dropped a normal EZA or just some sub EZA. You know what I mean? Like, you've got all these EZA events back. Why not drop a sub EZA for some units? Like, I don't know. When are you ever gonna EZA the Masked Saiyan? Like, you missed out on a really good opportunity during Saiyan Day to EZA them. Guess what? No normal EZAs on Saiyan Day either. You know, what are they doing? Why are they holding back on EZAs? I don't know. Why are they pushing the Extreme Z areas? I really don't know. I don't have a good answer. Because remember that Hercule is technically summonable. He is not free to play. Like, I know he is. Like, you don't need to use Dragonstones on him. So does that make him free to play? I guess. I don't know. But he is a summonable LR, even though he's from the Friend Summon banner, you know. But the EZA of LR Hercule and both of these free-to-play units, when they get their EZAs, which again is just, I'm presuming they're getting EZAs through the Extreme Z area. It's going to be through an Extreme Z area. It's not going to be a traditional EZA. Are they going to drop a traditional EZA? I'm leaning towards no. I just straight up, I really don't think they're going to drop one, which is really disappointing. I think there's the potential that we get a raid boss event, maybe a Kid Buu. I think the LR for part 2 is probably going to be Gotenks. I think we are wildly overdue for a new Gotenks. We haven't really, at least on global. Like, I know JP got one. So I guess I can't say we're wildly overdue, but like for a standalone Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, we are definitely overdue. Remember that getting Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on the JP side is like damn near impossible to do. Unless you're on the Legendary Goku event, it's very, very difficult to do. To get Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and use him for any amount of time. But anyway, guys, I don't mean to ramble here. Hopefully we get a raid boss, Easy 8. Maybe they'll do something like they did with the GT Goku, where, you know, you can do the 50 stages, and then you can get an Easy A unit for free. That would be really, really cool. So, like, the first, 14 stages, you get the actual unit. You get one copy of the unit per stage you clear, plus some orbs, plus some, I don't know, they can throw some Grand Kais or something in there if they want to. Obviously, they can throw in Dragon Stones. That would be sick, too. And then for the last, 30-some stages, they can go ahead and just drop the medals for that. I think that'd be a really, really cool thing. They haven't done that in quite some time. But that is the video, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Slap a like if you enjoyed it. And, of course, consider subscribing if you're new. And let me know how you feel about this celebration. And I will catch you in the next one. Later.